Sonata, come on, wake up. We have visitors. Sleeping on the job. Alola, Pokemon Trainers, and happy holidays. Welcome back to our Pokemon Moon playthrough, part number 26. I almost said 50-something. I'm playing too much Sapphire. Professor Chaz here, of course. The lab coat is on back order. And we are back here in the Alola region for the week. Just giving Sonata a nice little bit of attention before we start off the episode. If you missed the last episode, feel free to go back and check that out, the one that went up on Friday. Some pretty interesting things happened. We went and visited the Aether Foundation for the first time. And we had our first encounter with an Ultra Beast. I'm not going to mention how that went, but it was quite an interesting situation to say the least, and quite a challenging encounter. I'll just leave it at that. Now, let's start things off by doing a team recap, because we made it here to Ula Island, and I forget the name of the city that we are in, but we'll find out in just a moment, I'm sure, as we're going to go to... where is it? I forget the name of the garden, but there's a garden we're supposed to meet up with the professor at. I think he's going to give us the breakdown of what kind of trials we're looking forward to here on Ula Island. But, of course, as I say, let's start off taking a look at the team. Prowl, the Lycanroc Midnight form, is first up, sitting at level 30 with Keen Eye ability, and the Rockium Z, which I kept calling Rockinium Z because I didn't apparently read the screen properly, but Rockium Z allowing for access to a Rock-type Z move, and I forgot. The reason I did that, I want to see what Z Stealth Rock does, so I'll probably find that out in the next battle, even though I might not use the Z move, but we'll see what happens. And she is a quiet Pokemon, boosting special attack, dropping speed. Moveset is Rock Tomb, Bite, Counter, and Stealth Rock. Next Pokemon with moves is our quiet Pokemon Drifblim, Dorothy the Drifblim. It is early. I forgot to mention, it's coming up on 9 p.m. in the Alola region, but that is actually 9 a.m. my time, and there's a bit of a situation going on last night, and I'll tell you that in just a little bit. But anyway, quiet Pokemon, again, special attack up, speed down. She's at level 30, holding nothing, but she has the Unburden ability. I gotta give her an item to make use of that. And her moveset is Hex, Gust, Stockpile, and Minimize. And last but not least, the last active team member is Sonata the Brione, our starter Pokemon. He is a careful Pokemon, boosting special defense with special attack dropping. Torrent ability, of course, Waterium Z to allow for Water-type Z moves, and the moveset is Scald, Aqua Jet, Echoed Voice, and Sing. And I remembered one thing I want to do before continuing any further. I'm going to give Dorothy a new move, because I realized she has Hex. Let's make use of that by teaching her Thunder Wave, because if we paralyze the foe, Hex then becomes double power. Only question is, what move to replace? Because I like the defensive boosting of Stockpile, but, you know, her defenses are her worst stats, so boosting the defense, like I have to go for 2 stockpiles to get the defenses up to about, like, say, 80 each, and that's not really that amazing, so I think I'll replace Stockpile for Thunder Wave, and I'll keep Minimize. Now, I think, as I mentioned before, Thunder Wave in Gen 7 here has been reduced down to 90% accuracy, which I guess makes sense, because being 100% accurate and being learnable by so many Pokemon, that was kind of overpowered, and Glare used to be, I think, 75% accuracy, but they boosted it to 100 in, I think, Gen 6 is the first time they did that. So it makes sense that Glare would have more accuracy than Thunder Wave, because Thunder Wave is so much more accessible, whereas Glare is a lot more limited. So, all that rambling aside, I'm going to replace Stockpile with Thunder Wave. And I know the Z Thunder Wave, I think it boosts your speed. No, your special defense while paralyzing. So if I give her the eventual Electrium Z, she can have that as an option as well. Now then, let us continue on with the adventure, but as I say, it's kind of early because, first of all, Mally Garden? Never heard of it myself. What kind of place do you think it'll be, Zert? You know, I realized partway through this playthrough is my voice for Rotom, the Pokedex, is a lot like the voice for Wally in Sapphire. Slightly little bit difference there, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I try to mix it up a bit. And I guess this is the Mally Garden, a paradise for perambulation. It is too early for big words like that. I'm going to look that up probably between episodes and find out what that is. Or, on the other hand, I might just forget. Everyone says you have to visit the garden if you're visiting Mally. I guess we're in Mally City. Is there anyone else to talk to out here first? Hey, there's Lily. She's probably going to send me off to the garden. Chaz, it's been a while since I last saw you around. What's that sparkly? Oh, Zygarde cell. But weren't you supposed to meet with the professor in Mally Garden? Yeah, she's not going to let me go any further. But one of the fun things, and I use fun with air quotes, which I'm not using because my hands are currently occupied with this, is living in Canada, cold temperatures are a thing. And last night, a pipe apparently froze up in the basement, and we've got no hot water today in the whole house. So one of the fun things about being a homeowner in Canada, you get to deal with things like plumbers and service calls, and it is the weekend as I record this, so it's kind of difficult to get a service call going. Anyway, that's all rambling aside, but for that reason, I am not quite as well rested as I probably should be. I heard that they serve tea somewhere here in Malley Garden. I'll start my search from the bridge here. Why don't you start around the edge of the garden? Why don't you tell me not what to do? Why don't you not tell me what to do, I guess is what I was trying to say. What is that? Is that a little peep? So where's the professor? Here's the one who told us to come here. Yeah? You sounded like the professor yourself there, Rotom, with your yas, this and that. Although, I think that's the only time you've ever said it. No riding upon any Pokemon within the garden except for Charizard. Which Pokemon is that in the picture? I can't even see. They moved it. I see Growlithe on the statue. Is that a Tauros? Why are you going to single out Tauros like that? Come on. I mean, I know it is the first one you get. It's a map of Malley Garden. Apparently, there's some kind of motif. I can't quite make it out, but it looks like there are Pokemon encounters, because there is grass there. So, I was going to mention, I do have the Sandygast that my nephew bred for me, and I was kind of thinking, do I want a Pokemon earlier than I should be gaining access to it? And as it turns out, I actually don't, because I could have gone down past Hano Grand Resort and gotten myself a Sandygast there too, so it's alright. I don't mind having a Pokemon that I haven't caught, because I was able to catch it at that point anyway, so slow. Don't call me slow. Come on, Slowpoke, let's just take it easy, okay? Well, I guess you're always taking it easy, huh? You're such a Slowpoke. Haha, you're such a stutterer. Except not. Are you a battler? The letterbox shade effect tells me it is so. Turn around. I want you to come to me. Turn around! Come to me. There we go. Alright, time for a commemorative photo. Just need you to lose for me, okay? No, not at all. Welcome to Alola, where we school you tourists in the way of real battles. You're challenged by Sightseer Mitch. Of course, I'm speaking as if I am a resident Alolan, which I guess technically I am now. But, ooh, standard form Persian. I wonder if these Sightseers will ever have an Alola form, because you would think they would come here to capture a regional variant to take home with them, right? As you can see by the level, we are pretty on par. I was considering teaching Prowl Brick Break in place of Counter, and I didn't think to do that. Let us just see what the Z Stealth Rock does, though. So our defense goes up as we play the rocks out. Alright, let's put a standard Stealth Rock up. Go for the feint attack. Make sure my hat is nice and visible on camera. Alright, the Stealth Rocks are up. How much did that feint attack do? I was busy fixing my hat. Hardly anything. Alright, I think Rock Tomb, we can slow you down. That could be a good way to go, of course. You're going to try a Fury Swipes on a Rock type. And at that point, I'm going to say Bite probably is a knockout. Let's go for that. Now, what I want to try to do, if possible, I want to try to get through the next trial as soon as I can, because the sooner I do, the sooner I can bring back some Pokemon. Standard Marowak. That's actually kind of scary, given the fact that we have a Rock type out here. So let's switch into Dorothy, our Flying type. From what I understand, Marowak doesn't really gain much access, if any, to Dark or Ghost type attacks. Nothing that we should be scared of anyway. They're going to focus their energy for all of those critical ground type or normal type attacks they're going to launch our way. Sorry, of course can't Thunder Wave you to make use of the Hex attack, but Hex is the most powerful move that we have against you right now. Can we do at least half? Actually, yes we can. Just a little bit at least half. Now if I needed to, I could Z-minimize. Well, I don't have the Z-Crystal on, but Z-minimize cures all your stat changes and then you minimize, so I could get my defense back to where it is, but no need for that. Ooh, you just barely hung in there. And all you can do is leer me? Alright, let's go for a nice, simple, light little tap of Gust Attack to bring you down. You don't even have any potions, Mitch. What are you doing? If you're a Pokemon trainer from a different region, you should know potions are important. And we gotta care for Dorothy, I'm sure. Prowl levels up to 31. What did I say? What did I say? You wanted me to lose. Well, why don't you get a photo of a victorious native Alolan to take back for your sightseeing friends. Let's get all brushed up. I did take care of the Pokemon off camera for Pokemon Refresh. As you saw when we started, Sonata was fast asleep on the ground. So we don't need to do too much in here. I'm just going to take care of them after each battle. And we're good to go. They are fully fed too, at least I'm sure the battles take a lot more out of them. They got to be fed a lot more often. But I think a good 40-45 minute episode is plenty for us to be able to feed them before and then after. So you guys don't need to spend too much time watching that. I got overexcited by my journey. My bad. All right. I'm gonna check for the professor on the outside of the garden. Now I wonder if this is the garden that will be actually. We could fish, but there's no bubbles, so ignore that. I wonder if this is the garden where we'll be having our encounter. Grassy Seed, that's a new item. I mean, our trial. Because if so, I'm going to train Pokemon up to be 5 levels above the Pokemon here. An item be held by a Pokemon. It boosts defense on grassy terrain. Okay, it can only be used once. So they've put a lot more emphasis into the terrain effects of battle in this game. In this generation, I should say. I'm going to move Prowl around here. Dorothy gets the next level up. Because there's so many, like the Tapus all cause different terrain as they come into battle. A lot of Pokemon have effects on that. For example, Alolan Raichu has the Surge Surfer ability. So, it is pretty cool to see how they're taking the terrain effects into consideration. Because I don't think there was a lot of it back in Gen 1. Of course there wasn't Gen 1. I mean, back in Gen 6, the first gen where it came out in. That's... excuse me, getting choked up by seeing this Dark type. That's going to be a Dark type against our Ghost. The experience would be good. So I'm going to switch into Sonata. Don't Pursuit me, and if you do, please don't critical. Thank you. Alright. Now, what are you going for against Sonata here, Meowth? That's not even Stab anymore, Meowth. What are you doing? Why do you still learn Fury Swipes? Let's go with a basic Scald attack. Now, of course, Sonata doesn't need the experience himself, but Dorothy kind of does. So, this level 26 Meowth is viable target for a KO. Okay. Good enough. Don't need to care for anybody either. You would think that using water moves might make your Pokemon drippy wet. You have to use the hairdryer, but I guess not. So that is all for this area. Gonna head back over to the left now, because I don't think Pow's gonna let us go to the bridge yet. Whenever somebody's standing there, rest assured, you're probably trapped on your own side. Is there any more trainers? Looks like there are some trainers. At least one more over here. I was going to say, I should be using Stoutland to look for items, but I realized, wait, no, we're not allowed to use Stoutland. Only Charizard. Hey, Luxury Ball. Very cool. Nice looking Pokeball. No effect other than, I think, doubling the friendship that you get from certain things, but that's still pretty good. Today is Pokemon Day. That's what I say every time I go to Heroes Beacon to do a professoring for the TCG. Alright. Preschooler Ailey. Any new Pokemon to show off? I don't think we've seen Cleffa yet. You are Fairy type, which means both Hex and Gust are going to be regular neutral effective against you. Let's go for the Gust attack, which is the more powerful. No, you know what? This is a baby Pokemon. Let's go for the nice, easy Gust. This should do probably half, I think. No, so let's... Oh, wait a minute. So we're going to fall asleep. Now, I made a mistake. And the Sapphire playthrough on Sunday, if you missed that, I left my Pokemon asleep longer than it needed to be, and it did lead to some pretty bad situation going on. So let's go ahead and Awakening right now, just to be on the safe side. Dorothy is back up in fighting form. Let's see what this Cleffa goes for. Watch it have Dream Eater. No, it's got Magical Leaf. Yeah, we're not too worried about this. Is there anything else I was going to talk about? Well, I was asking, again, I'll ask right now, if you have anything you want me to talk about in these videos, feel free to leave a comment down below for some discussion topics that I can go over. And in saying that, Ice King 688 did leave me with a good topic to talk about, and I can talk about that in just a moment. I'm fine because I'm with Cleffa. As I take care of Dorothy right now, something that Ice King 688 mentioned was I could talk about attacks that some Pokemon learn that they probably shouldn't, as well as I can talk about Pokemon that don't learn attacks you think they should. And the first thing that comes to mind with that, back in Generation 1, or at least rather Pokemon Red and Blue, because they actually fixed this in Pokemon Yellow, but from what I recall, interesting things, Lickitung, the licking Pokemon with the big tongue, it couldn't learn Lick. If I'm in a tough spot, Cleffa sends me to my house. Does it know Teleport? But yeah, of all things, Lickitung could not learn the Lick attack. I think maybe because it was a ghost type attack, and of course it still is, but maybe they thought it'd be weird for Lickitung to be able to learn it. But, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. What the heck? The water sure is clear here, huh? I wonder if the Pokemon are all hiding in the shadows of the rocks or something. Can I... What is this? Why can I not pass? You're keeping me from the middle for some reason. Come on. Alright, so they're saying something about Pokemon in shadows. Not that shadow, apparently. And what are these? I don't know. I can't ride Lapras on the water, of course. Only Charizard is allowed. Too bad Charizard can't just hover me across the water. Wouldn't that make some kind of sense? Hello, Poliwag. What is your level? Are you worth the experience? Oh, yeah. So what we're going to do now is try out the Thunder Wave and Hex combo, because Poliwag are pretty fast. Now, there's another example. Why exactly can a Poliwag learn Body Slam? It's so small, right? I'm sure its body is not that bulky. How can it put so much power behind a Body Slam? Poliwhirl, I can sort of understand, make sense of. Of course, Poliwrath and Politoed, they're even bigger, so those kind of make sense. And see how much power the status-inflicted Hex attack does? I like that. Why didn't I think of doing that before? What is this? Looks like more peeps. More peepos. But I guess this is the only way for us to go. Now, another fun thing is Tangela, the vine-covered Pokemon in Red and Blue, could not learn Vine Whip. It could just whip itself at the foe, but it wasn't technically a Vine Whip. I don't understand that. What in the world is the secret of the pond in this garden? You got me. I have no clue what's even happening in here. I'm just looking for my professor friend. No bubbles in those rocks. We'll ignore that. So, looks like we're on the other side now, Hal. We've got the upper hand. I'm not going to talk to him in case... No, you know what? I'm curious. If I talk to him, is it going to push me back to the other side? Okay, I was going to say I can't even talk to him at first. I heard that they serve tea somewhere here in Malley Garden. I'll start my search from the bridge here. Why don't you start around the edge of the garden? No? Alright. I thought it would have been a scripted thing where it pushes me back to the south. But fortunately, that is not the case. We are still here. And there was another attack that comes to mind that Pokemon should have been able to learn, but they couldn't. Back in Red and Blue. I think... Was it either Scyther or Charizard, or maybe both, that couldn't learn Wing Attack? Hey! I see ice cream! Come on, I want ice cream. Yeah, I know the professor's there. I want ice cream first. Dang it! Ah, it's not open. Alright. Hello, Professor. Yeah, I saw ya. Are you meditating? I don't mean to interrupt. Hello, Professor Kukui! Hey there. What's going on with you two? Your eyes are shining extra bright today. Or tonight. Did something big happen? Yeah, I lost Cordial again. It sure did. I wouldn't call it amazing. Professor, you gotta hear this. The Ultra Wormhole opened up, like, right in front of us, and there really are Ultra Beasts in there. You gotta tell Professor Burnett, too. Woo! You get to see the Ultra Wormhole and an Ultra Beast? That is amazing! Oh, yeah! Sounds like an even better reason to train hard, yeah, on your Island Challenge. Maybe someday we'll all be able to go through the Ultra Wormhole. Spoilers, foreshadowing, I don't actually know what's gonna happen. Alright, your next trial is up on Mount Hokulani. You can catch the bus to get out there. Just head to the bus stop on Route 2. I'm going to try that whole section of dialogue once again. You can catch the bus to get there. Just head to the bus stop on Route 10, yeah? You guys can go ahead without me, Professor. Are you giving up to the Island Challenge? How? Breaking news, Hal gives up challenge. Nowhere near compared to his grandfather, Hala. I've got a hot date with the Malasada shop. Breaking news, cancel that. Visiting every last one of them is my own personal Island Challenge, yeah? Roger that, good buddy. Really? Roger that, good buddy? I kind of like it. I'll be waiting at the bus stop, Chaz, whenever you're ready to go. Can I not do some training here first? I guess I could, technically. Hey, Chaz, did you know? Know what? There's an observatory up on Mount Hokulani. And you do know what they say... You do know what it is they do at an observatory, right? They watch the stars. Maybe the sun and the moon? I hope you do, because I sure as heck don't. Oh, how? Go have your Malasadas. You've earned it. Now I'm out! Alola, Hal! And he's off and running for another Malasada shop. This place kind of reminds me of the Johto region. This Mali City place, I mean. You know? You mean like the national park? Also, question. How do you know what the Johto region is, Rotom? Have you even ever been there? Not from what I can remember. Not even in the remakes. So that's it. I thought it felt kind of exotic. I heard this garden was designed by people who came here to Alola from Johto. I suppose this does have an Ecruteak City feel to it, doesn't it? And there's a Rage Candy Bar. That's a Mahogany Town specialty. Look at me knowing my Pokemon knowledge from way back when. So what is this building here? It looks like just another bench to sit in. Or get attacked by. But no, there's not even a way in here. Interesting. Find ourselves a Spinnerack. So Poison Bug. Dorothy can handle that. Level is probably going to be comparable for some experience. Yeah, just barely. But we can go for the Thunder Wave. Actually, Gust is super effective. I was going to say Thunder Wave and Hex combo, but how much will the Gust do? Almost a one-hit KO. And we dodge that scary face. Now, I'm pretty sure this thing can learn Pursuit. Also, it can call for help. You know what? Complete honesty, I forgot that was a thing. And so did its friend, apparently. Goodbye, Ariados. A valiant attempt, but we'll take the experience and level Dorothy up. Sorry for your loss. But thank you for your contribution to the team. And sorry that had to be a critical hit. Good job, Dorothy. Here's your praise. But that was a little bit excessive. Don't let that stop you in the future, though. I'll take as many criticals as you want to give. Attack goes up by 2. Alright, so she's still more specially offensive than physical. Just had to check my phone, see if there was a message regarding the plumber, but no, we are still good for the time being. Alright, let's gotta brush off Dorothy once more. And we are only 20-some minutes in. Depending on editing of the intro, I can just be about 20 minutes in, so we still have plenty of time to check out more areas. I want to gain access to the Pokelani Mountain area, so I can do some training there. I might want to do some grinding between this episode and tomorrow's episode, just to make sure the team's ready to roll. The only downside of that is that we're going to have to grind up afterwards as well to get the 2 returning Pokemon back up to speed, but I can easily handle that. Grinding's cool. I don't mind doing the grinding. I can sit back, relax, just record, then speed it up. Get like I try to aim for an hour's worth of training. You're not worth the experience. Go for an hour's worth of training and speed it up into about a 3 to 4 minute montage. You guys can see it happening. I never really focused on me ever doing grinding montages, but then I realized at some point, it was back during Pokemon Blue, that I was going to have to do it because I had so many Pokemon to train up in that game. I didn't want you guys to have to sit through a bunch of mindless video of me just kind of rambling about this and that. Nothing biting. Bubbles are still here, though. I want to see, as Robert did let us know a few episodes back, the bubbles indicate a special item or a rare encounter. Let's see what the rare encounter might be. Now, I've only gotten Magikarp. Again, maybe you need a special different rod later. Because all I'm seeing are these basic fish Pokemon. Level 20. That's not even worth a knockout. So long, Magikarp. Like, I'm not going to give up on trying the bubbles. This could just be bad luck on my part. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm going to check out the rest of the garden. There's a trainer. And what is this? A mountain back here? When I'm traveling, I just want to point out everything. What kind of non-Alola forms does this character have? So I'm certain she'll have something. Sightseer Akali with a basic Raticate. Now, it can learn dark attacks, but the thing is, it is not stab boosted. The other thing, of course, is... Well, Dorothy just leveled up. I have a reason to switch anyway. I was going to say, because there's not much that she can do in response to it. So if Sonata's coming in, we can go for the Scald attack. See if we can get a burn, but if not, I'm sure a quick... Not a quick attack, but an Aqua Jet quick attack type attack can... Ooh, that would have actually hurt! Could Raticate always learn Crunch? I'm trying to think. I don't remember if Squeak ever had it. And there's Assurance, another dark type attack. That's actually hurting a lot. You want to slow down there, Raticate? I don't think Aqua Jet is the KO at this point. I'm going to go another Scald. And Pursuit. Alright, that's nothing to worry about. I was thinking a critical Crunch might have been kind of scary, but fortunately it doesn't go for that. If we need to, we can heal up after this battle, or even on this next turn. Depending on what she sends in. Level 32 for Sonata. We're moving up a little bit. Special attack's still the best stat offensively. Last Pokemon in is going to be Standard Raichu. That is scary. The only one that can really deal with that would be Prowl. Of course, based on the battle against How's Raichu, although we were more comparable level-wise back then, this is still going to be difficult. Alright, quick attack. That's nothing for us to worry about. Rock Tomb is the way to go to slow you down. And if I need to, I can Z Rock Attack you. Which I might want to do. So this should slow you down. Well, it will slow you down. Not quite a knockout. Too bad the Midnight form Lycanroc doesn't learn Accelerock, you know? Do we have any full restores? I do not believe that we do. I'm going to go with a super potion. Just make sure Prowl is... Yeah, we need super potions. 49 HP. Heal up to full. I can full heal. Get rid of the paralysis. I can actually just go with the paralyzed heal. But there is a chance Prowl might break out now. No, you know what? I think we can just go for a bite. I could also counter, but if it goes Thunderbolt, it's going to do nothing. Let's just bite. We don't need to worry about static ability, because of course we are already paralyzed, and a bite brings down the Raichu. Nowhere near as scary as how the Alolan Raichu was. And we gotta take care of Prowl, heal that heal the paralysis. I just closed everything about my Pokemon. Time for a selfie. A vacation selfie. Alright, so let's grab that thermometer. Poor Prowl, but you were the best one to deal with that, girl. I am proud of you. I'm proud of Prowl. It takes forever to heal this. I wonder if that's sort of to deter you from doing this, and instead stick to using the basic items. Do you need a bean? No, not that much. Does anyone else need care, though? Let us take a look at the list and see. Nope, we are all good. So let us continue searching the Mali Garden, and then see if we can head for, first of all, the Zygarde cell just outside, and then head for Hokulani Mountain. I keep forgetting the names, but I think I'm remembering them okay. I always get a little down when I get home. Maybe I can travel forever? That's called being a nomad. I think some people actually do that. So there's got to be an item up here. Also a wild encounter. I got to switch Dorothy out of the lead. She doesn't need the level. Another Masquerain. Now, you got to be level 27 for us to want the experience. Nah. And you intimidated me. If I had the Adrenaline Orb attached, I would be getting a speed boost from that. And plus, that'd be kind of cool. I think it's a one-use item, or one-time use item, so that means Dorothy would get the Unburden boost for that as well. I'm going to get attacked. Like I said, I'm going to switch Pokemon around. Sonata is next in line. Oh yeah, I got to heal Sonata. 60 HP gone completely. That's perfect time for a Super Potion. We are back and ready to roll. So... is there a hidden item for all of our troubles back here? No, there's a Zygarde cell, though. I just heard Psyduck. Alright, let's check. I want to check the bag and see how many Zygarde cells we've collected so far. Oops, we have 24. We're almost a quarter of the way there. Plus, we will be once we go outside. Is that a good indication of how far through the game we've gotten as well? Because like I say, we've got 6 Z crystals out of 18 different types, so that is technically 1/3 of all the crystals. And we're going to have 1/4 of all the Zygarde cells. Alright, another Masquerain. Not much to mention here. Let me think if there's any other attacks that come to mind that Pokemon maybe shouldn't learn. Well, I say Body Slam for Poliwag. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. We couldn't get away. If you insist, we'll do this. That's Scald Attack. This thing's faster than us, of course. Oh, come on. Come on. Well, we have a thermometer. Don't make me use it. I mean, I will, if I have to. So, is this a knockout? No. I'm gonna try... well, Aqua Jet I don't think is a knockout either, so let's just go for the Scald Attack. This thing doesn't learn Roost, does it? Any other attacks that come to mind that Pokemon shouldn't learn, in my opinion? We keep getting criticals when we don't need it. But I mean, good job, Sonata. I appreciate that critical. Just try to hold them off for times when we're going to actually need them. I can't really think of anything else. I'd have to sort of sit down and look at certain Pokemon movesets for something to catch my eye. I'm trying to think from, like, battle experience. Is there anything that kind of took me by surprise? Well, something interesting I have found out. Apparently... at least as far as Gen 6 is concerned, all fully evolved fire types can learn Solar Beam at this point, except for Flareon. Now, unless they've changed that since then. But if that is true, it's like it's pretty bad for Flareon to be the only one that can't learn it, you know? Because everything else, being fire type, absorbs energy from the sun. And there's something else I'm going to say about Solar Beam, I think. I think it's something I already mentioned. You would think that in bright sunlight, Solar Beam should always inflict a burn, because as a person who gets sunburned quite easily, I would say that would make total sense if The strong sunlight boosted solar beam could inflict a burn, but that's a whole other random topic. I guess that's something else I could talk about. Things that should have secondary effects that currently don't. Offhand, I can't really think of anything else other than that. But if something comes to mind, I'll mention that as well. You know, I realized I didn't talk to anyone in the Pokemon Center yet. When your Pokemon evolve, do you think they feel like, yes, finally? I'm sure some do, like especially, for example, Magikarp. Ula Ula Island is so big that riding on Pokemon doesn't always cut it for everyone. Really? A lot of people take the bus, too. And I guess that's what we gotta do. We didn't talk to this person in the shop. We got technical machines. Actually, these are some pretty good ones. Roost, Smackdown, Aerial Ace. Okay. I can only get up to 6 of them. Roost? Who can learn Roost? Let me think. Smackdown. Aerial Ace. I'm trying to think what moves could my Pokemon learn. Let me think Sonata first. I don't think he could learn any of that. You never know, he could. Rock Polish could probably be good for Prowl. Swords Dance might be for Prowl as well. I don't know if she could learn it or not. Smackdown probably is. But Rock Tomb was good for the slowing them down. And now for Dorothy. Oh, I know she can learn Payback naturally. I'm gonna buy just some of these. I guess I don't really know what I'm going. I don't know what I want to get. I'm just gonna start with the top. I'll get 4 TMs. I think we've got enough money for that. Do we have anything we can sell, actually? I'm gonna buy 4 TMs. Just to have them in the bag. See if I can sell anything that I do not need. Get some more cash. Alright, we have rare candies. I don't use those. That's actually enough for another TM itself. I should use those HP ups, too. Okay, what do we have for Pokeballs that I don't use? Good. I'm going to sell 2 Dive Balls. I think 10 of each Pokeball, other than what I tend to use, like just regular Pokeballs, is good to hang on to. We've got 13 Nest Balls. We can sell 3 of those. Bear with me as I do some money manipulation here. And 19 Great Balls. We can sell 9 of those things. That gives us enough for another few TMs. I think we're good for the rest of the stuff. Alright, let's buy... Let's go another 3 TMs, I think. Okay, Steel Wing. We got Payback. Rock Polish. There's only 3 left to get. I'll come back here at some point with more money. Now, what do you sell here for the items? Still your standard stuff, I'm sure. Okay, we got 59 Pokeballs. I've been using the friend coins in Festival Plaza to get some of those from one of the ball shops that I have integrated into my plaza. I'm gonna get some more Super Potions. That's probably good. I got 5 Hyper Potions. Let's buy 3 of those. That'll tap us out for money. Alright, we are good for the time being. Let's continue talking to folks in the center. Then I'm gonna check those TMs and see if anyone can learn anything. So, seriously? I just got a Mewtwo through Wonder Trade! I saw somebody share that on Twitter. Isn't it kind of funny? They're almost breaking the 4th wall by, like, in-game, isn't Mewtwo supposed to be still its own one species? But I got a Mewtwo through Wonder Trade, which does happen sometimes in the actual game. You know, those times when you do nothing at all and just lays about, I call those weekdays. Not really. They can be a really beautiful thing. Let's see what this man has to say regarding anything going on. It's now 21 o'clock. What do we want? We've had everything here so far. Let's have some Moo Moo milk. I'm in the mood for a little bit of milk. Alright, tell me about the upcoming trial, please. Which they do sometimes. Here you are, 1 Moo Moo milk just for you. It's good to gulp down fresh Moo Moo milk. Vehicles sure are convenient. You can get to where you're going a whole lot faster than if you had to walk everywhere. So forget Pokemon Go, right? So by convenient, I mean that they'll save you a lot of time. You're limited to 1 per day, but T-Biscuit. Alright, Lava Cookie from Lava Ridge Town. I'll take that. We'd like to offer you... Oh, we get some more beans. Alright, we got plenty of beans coming from the Pokepelago, though. But I appreciate a little bit more. So, that is it. We can now head out. We've got about 10 minutes remaining in this episode. Let's see what we can find. I'd like to get to that... Hokulana. Why do I always hesitate? Hokulana... No, Hokulani Mountain. That's why I hesitate, because I don't remember properly. Chaz, do you mind if I ask you something? I think Nebby wants to ask me something, too. Casper! Is it about Nebby? It is. Yes, I want to take Nebby to visit Ula Ula's ruins, but they are located deep in a large desert. I don't want to ask that much of you. Right now, I'm planning to visit Mali Library. There's a book that I want to look for there. Maybe you'd even be willing to help me? I know that Mali Library is here somewhere, here within the city of Mali somewhere. Even I should be able to find it. I can do this. Cosmog, believe in yourself, stupid! I mean, believe in yourself! Mali Library next, huh? Well, you could probably do with some learning. Hey, Rotom, I know where the Zygarde cell is. Wasn't there one here? Or did I get it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there one there? Hariyama. Professor! Oh yeah, that's where they... Oh wait, hang on. Why, hello there, Rotom. Are you feeling nice and comfy there in that Pokédex of yours? Never better. Oh, well hello there, good to meet you. I'm Oak, Samson Oak. I sound just like my cousin. I'm a Pokemon researcher, and I'm looking into the regional variants found around here. And you must be Chaz, huh? Young Kukui mentioned you to me. Rotom, you be sure to help this fine young boy on his trip around the islands, alright? Who do you think you're talking to? Of course I'm doing that. And you, Chaz, I'll be trusting you to keep Rotom safe as well. That young fellow from Kalos who helped invent that Pokédex put a lot of work into it. Would that have been Clement? As much love and care as any parent. I'll be in the Mali Library if you ever need me. Feel free to stop by and chat anytime. If you're having trouble finding the library, just follow the black road. Meaning the patterns on these paths, of course. Black circle, black triangle, black square. Follow that pattern and it'll get you there. I don't see all those symbols. Huh? Can I go in behind this? I am a Hariyama. Look at this. Perfectly line it up. There we go. Look at me. I'm a Pokemon. I've built myself. What does this even say? Nothing. It's just a little standee. Okay. So he went up that way. What is this? Looks like a Malasada shop. Hey there, whippersnapper. Did you know that Quick Link lets you connect to somebody nearby in a flash? Yes, I actually did that a few episodes back. Though you never know who you might end up connected to if there's lots of trainers about. Could be a pretty suspicious character if there is Team Skull about. Let's buy a Malasada. I think I have the money. Actually, do I? I do have the money for Malasada. I haven't even used our first one. It's probably gone old and moldy by this point. Oops. But, oh well. I'm sure the flavor's still great. It's the miraculous Munchie born in Alola. Welcome to your neighborhood Malasada shop. What kind of Malasada would you like? Spicy or bitter? Let's go with the spicy. And who wants it? You know what? Actually, Sonata, you just leveled up. We'll give it to you so you can sit back and digest it, nice and relaxed. I'm going to switch you out of the active spot anyhow. Rion doesn't look too hungry. Okay, never mind. I think this is actually to boost friendship, but based on one of my friendship cafes in the Festival Plaza, they all have max friendship as it is right now. So Sonata takes a rest anyhow. Prowl is next in line to gain a level. And let's see if we can continue this adventure. So, I might not get to the Hokulani Mountain at this point in this episode, but probably next episode I will, and then I can do grinding after that. If your Pokemon's bellies are completely full, they won't take a bite of Malasada from you. But I can't claim the same for myself. Ha, maybe that's what that is. But I'm fine with that. I've got gusto and I love it. So I try to keep my Pokemon nice and well fed. The firefighters here in Alola don't just put out fires, we also deal with emergencies on the sea. So we're all expert surfers too. Rockruff! I had you for a while, now we've got Lycanroc. It takes an adult to appreciate both the bitter and the sweet parts of life. But then, if my Pokemon likes bitter Malasada and I don't, does that mean that this little pup is more mature than I am? Most likely. So what else is there to check out? Looks like a bunch of shops. Yeah, this is going to take up a lot of our time. Oh, we can actually go through here. Okay, I thought it was blocked off. What is this place? Can't read the signs. Let's just pop on in and see. Do I belong here? Welcome. Thanks for coming. What can we offer you? Well, I'm not here to eat, because I think that's going to be sort of like the battle buffet. I'll pop in here later on when I have more time. Let's check out the other houses here in this area, or the other shops, perhaps. There's a nice manhole. Any turtles down there? No? Okay. This is... I can't read anything. I gotta walk into these stores before I know what they are. That is a salon. We'll come back here later, if necessary, to talk to everybody. I just kind of want to get to the library. But of course, I don't want to skip any of these buildings in case there's anything important. Oh, the apparel shop. This is important. I gotta go in. Wait, I'm broke. Let me just see what they have for sale. Out of curiosity. Watch them have the exact stuff that I would like to get. We have a jellyfish tank, a woolly crab tank, fruit. I forget. L and R to rotate. And that's all for the tanks. Oh, they got jeans. I kind of like jeans. Got camo. Not a big fan of the camo, personally. And ribbed capris. I can get them in purple if I want. Sporty long shorts. Alright, what do you got for shoes? Sporty sneakers. Those are kind of cool looking. That's it for the sneakers. Sporty backpack. There's so many clothing options in this. I really like this. This is something that Gen 6 introduced, of course, the customization. And the Hoenn region remakes kind of took that away. But now that it's back, it's pretty cool. Okay, we got a Thunderbolt cap. Can't even really see it. Oh well. Got a Scaly hat. And a green Trilby hat. Blue, navy blue, purple. Of course. Didn't I already have that? I can't recall. And that is it. Okay. Now for the glasses, we got the mirrored shades. Those look pretty cool. They're like blue, green, and white. Alright. Nothing really I want there anyway. So fortunately, although I am out of money, it's not that big of a deal. You know what? Let's save the library for the next episode. Let's talk to people now. Schnabel. It's less of a fight if I just let my wife pick out what she likes for me. There you go. You know when you've learned your place, haven't you? Too plain. You've got to deck yourself out in as much color as a muck or you'll just look old. That's actually a very wise way to look at things. Why is it that the clothes I want to wear are never the clothes that actually suit me? Because you have to define your own style. Wear what you want, and it becomes what you are. Maybe. Alright, which one do you want me to catch? Togedemaru. Where are they at? Around the power plant. Alright. So, that is now 3 Pokemon I have to catch? 4. When you think of jumpsuits as clothes that are designed to get dirty, doesn't it make you love them that much more? No? I don't think so. Was there anything else I want to check out down here? That is... What is this place again? Well, the restaurant is up here. This is the salon. Or is this the restaurant? That's the restaurant. Let's talk to the salon people. I can do this restaurant in the next episode. And I think I can probably squeeze in enough time to check out these last 2 buildings as well. We're getting close to the time limit, but I think we're good. Poodle Pokemon with fluffy fur. I don't see them in Alola at all. Oh, Furfru's not here? My fingers are itching to trim Furfru so bad. Just changing my hairstyle makes me feel like a whole new person. Don't you feel the same? Well, I guess you can't see it with my hat on. Ditto. And Spinda. So only 2 places left to check, then we'll hit that flag in the next episode. This is what I like about the game. Oh, wait, okay, this is what he's talking about, the tiles. Circle, triangle, and square would be next. But you see a Magnemite and Poliwhirl hanging out. They're like best of friends. And I can't even go in this building at all, so that saves us some time there. And this isn't even a building at all. I can save some time there, too. Okay. Magnemite. Poliwhirl. So let's just trigger this flag event then, since it already has triggered. This is the library. Chaz, I'm sorry. I ended up getting lost yet again. This is not the library? I wandered around completely lost until I ducked into the apparel shop. And then I saw this outfit, and they said it was the last one they had in stock, so I bought it, even though I don't think I'd ever have the guts to wear an outfit like it. But the woman working at the store did tell me where to find the library. We have a random horse approaching, bear in mind, so I guess you could say it was all for the best. Though the library is actually right past the apparel store if I just kept going. Look out! Mudsdale. Yeek! Chaz, been a while, friend. Oh yeah, I met you already. Looks like your island challenge is coming along favorably. That must be pleasing to the Tapu. So Chaz, who might this be? Oh, hello. My name is Lily. My apologies if Mudsdale spooked you just now. Doesn't seem like you're a trial goer. What are you up to? Oh, I'm actually studying the Tapu's ruins for various reasons of my own. That doesn't sound mysterious at all, does it? I should have phrased that differently. Well, that's some fine initiative. I'd be happy to show you the way whenever you'd like to go. My Mudsdale here is as sturdy as all get out. She can easily carry, too. Thank you for the offer. Mudsdale. And that is that. With a nice little non-speaking nod, we are done. Shall we check out Mally Library first, though, since we're here? I suppose this is where the flag brought me, but this is also where the episode comes to an end. Wait, hang on. It apparently is not just yet. That book I'm looking for is a very old one. It's a book that contains old myths and legends that Professor Burnett told me about. Those tales seem to suggest that Alola's legendary Pokemon came from another world. Wonder if it is a world in our dimension, or if it's the Ultra Wormhole. I guess we'll find out in the next episode, because now... Didn't Lily say she'd be upstairs? I don't think she did, but... Or am I just hearing things? Yeah, you're just hearing things, you ghostly Rotom. I'm going to save the game up right here. I want to say thank you, everybody, for checking out today's episode of Pokémon Moon. In the next episode, we'll check out the library and hopefully make it to the next area for a trial in which we can do some training for the team, get prepared for that trial, and bring back some injured Pokemon, which I'm really looking forward to. And when I say bring back, I also mean adding a Pokemon which we can't currently use just yet due to the knockouts that were experienced during the training for the Pokemon that we traded away in exchange for this Pokemon. But if you've been following the playthrough, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to leave a like down below, and if you didn't, feel free to toss a dislike down there and let me know how to improve these for the future. And any comments you want to leave down below for possible discussion topics in the future, leave those as well, and I'll see if I can rack my brain around something and give some kind of insightful information about that. In between episodes, I'll probably think about other attacks that Pokemon I think should not be able to learn. Although, again, top of my head, nothing comes to mind, but I'll maybe do a little research. Anyway, if you missed any episodes so far of Pokémon Moon, there's a link in the description to the entire playlist, which you can go check out. And stay tuned to the outro for some more links to some videos that I have done, as well as a link to subscribe. We are currently sitting at 980 as I record this. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I've mentioned before, and I'll mention repeatedly until we actually send this out, I've got the Pokemon TCG Alola Collection Moon version. I'll be doing a mail out to somebody for winning, not for winning, but for reaching 1,000 subscribers with a question of the day giveaway kind of thing, as well as the code card from the... Spritz is really blocking it this time. Pikachu EX Red and Blue Collection in the back there for Pokemon 20. That code card will be going out to a lucky viewer as well once we hit 1,000 subscribers in a question of the day giveaway format. But with all that, Professor Chaz is now done. Once again, thanks for checking out the episode. I am now signing off, and I'll catch you next time.